clicked on this video, I'm gonna assume that you've been messing around with HeyGen, cranking out videos, and then you realize all your videos look the exact same. I'm talking same outfit, same background, just overall the same vibe. And to your audience, it starts feeling less unique. And honestly, it may even seem like you're reposting the exact same video. But the thing is, the whole reason you have your AI clone in the first place is so you don't have to get in front of your camera 24/7. So I assume you don't want to have to get in front of your camera every time you want your avatar to wear something different. So the question is, can you adjust your HeyGen avatar's appearance without re-recording? And the answer is yes, and I'm going to be showing you the quickest way to do it. So we're going to make adjustments to the background I have for my clone and also the outfit that he is wearing. And I'm not going to waste your time, so let's get straight into it. All right, so of course the first step is going to be jumping onto your HeyGen account, and once you are on HeyGen, you're going to want to come over to the left and click on the avatars tab. All right, so now that you're on the avatars tab, what you're going to do is you are going to get a screenshot of yourself from one of your past recordings, or you can also just take a picture of yourself from the same recording angle, but preferably one that is really showing your teeth and showing your eyes clearly. And if you're looking for an example of what your screenshot should look like, here's mine. It's clearly showing my eyes and my teeth. And what our goal here is we're trying to give HeyGen the most visual information about ourselves. But if you looked at some of my past videos, you may be wondering, well, Brody, why aren't we just recording a 2 to 3 minute video of ourselves? That's going to give the most information to HeyGen. Well, actually, if we come on over to our editor down below, you're going to see you're going to need a base look. And your base look is one frame. It's not your entire video. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to give NanoBanana one frame, and we want to choose that frame. That's why we are taking that screenshot showing our teeth and our eyes. Whereas if we just took the video, they would just take this ugly frame of me, just kind of my eyes are closing, you know, my mouth is closed and everything. But take a look at this screenshot right here, showing my eyes, showing my teeth, looks great. So we are picking the frame, and now HeyGen is going to know what my teeth and eyes look like when we are making these videos. But now you should have your screenshot, and before we click on this editor, of course, we're gonna have to come on over to new look, and you're going to have to upload your screenshot. So we are going to click on upload videos or photos, and then I am going to drop in my photo. And now we're going to come down and hit create look. And now HeyGen is just going to validate my photo, make sure that I am the same person as I am in my past looks. All right, now that HeyGen's done validating my photo, I do want to get started on making these edits to my outfit. But before I get into all of that, I do want to mention, if you are looking for the most realistic clone, I highly recommend doing a 2 to 3 minute recording and uploading it into HeyGen. You can check it out in some of my past videos, because then HeyGen knows how you move. Instead, when you're using a photo avatar, it just has one frame and is kind of guessing a little bit on your motion. It's still solid, but if you're looking for realism in motion, I highly recommend just uploading 2 to 3 minutes of your recording. But now to get into editing your look. So what we're going to do is come down to this box right here, click on it, and then you're going to see base look. You're going to click base look, and you're going to click on your photo avatar that you just uploaded, and click on that. And now a few changes you have to make in the settings before you go and make your edits. You want to come over to auto. You do not want to keep that on auto. You either want to go with NanoBanana or NanoBanana Pro. NanoBanana Pro, like it says right here, it's best for precise editing, and it really just understands your prompt much better than NanoBanana. So I'm going to go with NanoBanana Pro this time around, and then I'm also going to be making sure that I am on 9:16, considering that I am making a vertical format video instead of a landscape video. But of course, you can still do this with landscape videos. All you gotta do, just change it to 16:9. But now for the fun part. So what you're going to be doing now, in this little box right here, it says describe the edits you'd like to make to this look. So right now you're going to be prompting NanoBanana Pro on what changes you want to be made in this frame that you uploaded. So what I'm going to do to get started is I'm going to change the background of my avatar right here. And usually what I do to create my prompts is I'll just go back and forth with ChatGPT, say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm using NanoBanana Pro to edit an image. And then I'll just go back and forth, pretty much having a conversation with it, using it like a personal assistant. I've mentioned that in my past videos. I use ChatGPT on the daily like a personal assistant. But anyways, I go back and forth with it, talking about lighting. And speaking of lighting, do not tell your NanoBanana Pro right here that you want any natural lighting, because typically natural lighting means that there's gonna be movement. So you more want like studio lighting where like, you know, everything is in the room. All the lighting is from inside the room using like lamps and different stuff like that. Nothing coming from a window because, you know, trees and stuff, wind and all different types of stuff like that will mess with natural lighting. So it just won't look that real. And another thing I will add is I like to add a lot of depth in my backgrounds. Like I do not want the wall this close to me. I want it like 10 to 15 feet behind me, because when you have lighting on a wall, the lighting typically will change. But if you have lighting way behind you, like 15 feet behind you, if you're moving around, the light is not going to change. But if you really want to look in depth on what I am exactly saying in my prompts, feel free to look at the comment section down below. I'll have them all pasted down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over and paste in my prompt right here to change my background. So you can take a look at this, or you can just look at the comment section below. Like I said, it'll just all be pasted down there. I have NanoBanana Pro. Don't need to mess with reference images at all right now when we're making these edits. And we are also staying on 9:16. And our base look is our photo avatar that we just uploaded. So now I'm going to click this arrow right here to get started. And now what HeyGen is doing using NanoBanana Pro is it is giving me 2 variations of the prompt I just gave. All right, so these are the 2 variations I got. I think they look pretty solid. I think it works pretty well. I think the coloring is good. Lighting is great. Depending on if you think that these are candles or not. I don't think that these are candles in the back, so I think this works because, you know, with candles there's going to be movement in the background, but this is solid. But again, you can always come down here and just paste your prompt. Again, it'll give you more variations, or you can just change up your prompt a little bit, but I do think that this is pretty solid for what we got now. But I'm going to go on over, and now I'm going to be changing my outfit a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a beanie on my head, a nice brown hat. So I'm just going to be doing the same thing, just pasting that prompt in there. And again, if you want to see that prompt, go down in the comment section, or you can just take a look at it right here. So we are going to click on that arrow. And while this is processing, I do want to mention, like, you can be stacking all these edits on top of each other. Like, you can replace the background, then also add a hat on top of it, change your hoodie. You can stack all of these on top of each other with ease, absolutely. And also, I will be showing you all different types of videos. So as you can see right here, I have a Carhartt beanie on, and I actually have this exact hat, and it looks exactly like me in my opinion. So if I think it looks like me, I think it did pretty well, but you guys let me know down in the comments. All right, now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing my hoodie, and this one can get a little bit difficult considering that I tend to wear a lot of baggy clothing, so it may not really know my body well. But what I am doing in this prompt, as you can see, is I am saying keep the exact same hoodie fit, wrinkles, folds, and texture, so it's going to match exactly what my hoodie looks like. It's just going to change the color to completely black. So let's see how this turns out. All right, so these actually turned out pretty well. I actually kind of like this, like that it kept the camo inside of here. And we also have another variation though that has it black on the inside. So I honestly love how this turned out. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to create a video with one of these avatars. I'm not gonna run you through all of them because, you know, it's the same process. They're just different avatars, and I'll show you the end result of all of them. But I'm just gonna drop some random prompt into here right now, and then we are going to come on over to Motion Engine, make sure we have this on Avatar 4. We're not gonna mess with the advanced settings over here or anything, but we are gonna come over to the voice, make sure this is the correct voice. It is. And then we are going to come on over to advanced settings for our voice. And then we are going to make sure our style, we want it on 12. If you see my past videos, you know what I'm doing right now. We'll try 68, and then we'll similarity go, yeah, 75. That works. And then we can preview the audio as well. If you're not posting daily, it's not because you're lazy. It's because content takes too long. The fix is systems. Batch your ideas, automate the edits, and schedule everything. Consistency beats motivation every time. Okay, so it sounds perfect to me. So what we're gonna do is just come on over to generate. We are gonna change the resolution to 4K, and then we'll just name this photo avatar av. Name it photo av. Okay, and then hit submit. And now we're gonna wait for this to process, and then we can look over the video. All right, our video is done processing, so let's come on over here and check it out. If you're not posting daily, it's not because you're lazy. It's because content takes too long. The fix is systems. Batch your ideas, automate the edits, and schedule everything. Consistency beats motivation every time. Okay, honestly, this came out better than I thought. The motion is actually very good. It matches exactly what I'm talking about. So I think this is pretty solid, but you guys let me know down in the comments, of course. But if you're wondering what they all look like, here they are. If you're not posting daily, it's not because you're lazy. It's because content takes too long. The fix is systems. Batch your ideas, automate the edits, and schedule everything. Consistency beats motivation every time. Alright, so that's pretty much it on how you can change your HeyGen avatar look without re-recording. But like I said, if your number one priority is realism, then you should still go with that 2 to 3 minute recording routes, because HeyGen just knows your motion much better. But if you want to switch up your background and outfits fast, then this is the best method to do it. And honestly, I think the motion is pretty solid. And speaking of realism, you can always cover up those sketchy parts that you think may not pass to your audience with different types of visuals in your editing process. But if you're trying to pump out these videos at scale because your goal is to get the most amount of high quality leads from your organic content, I'm sure you don't want to be playing around with the whole editing process, looking at variations, testing prompts, and just trying to figure out what looks real and what doesn't. That's actually what me and my team do. We handle the whole content funnel process for you, including scripting, recording using your HeyGen clone, editing, and also posting. So you basically have a fully automated, done for you system that is turning your content into an organic lead funnel. And if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, feel free to click the link in the description. We'll build your clone and a video for completely free, no strings attached, just so you can get a taste of what it would be like. But if you're looking to do this all yourself, I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.